Hi, I'm Jennifer Bryan, and this is Just Say Yes. This show features people, groups, and clubs that do great things in Eastern Wake County. We are here in wonderful Wendell, and with me is Doris Dean Fowler. Doris, thank you for being here. You are with the Hoe and Hope Garden Club, correct?
Yes, and thank you for asking me.
Well, we're happy to have you here. What we want to do is find out a little bit of history about the Hoe and Hope Garden Club.
Well, it started back in 1920 where the governor's wife and the state leader, they had ladies that were interested in gardening, and so they got together and they met, and then it grew so big that they broke down until it started to be the Hoe and Hope Garden Club in 1955.
Yes.
And so it's been going for, well, now for 61 years, but last year we did celebrate our 60th anniversary.
Isn't that amazing? That's wonderful. I love the name, the Hoe and Hope. I mean, that would be me. Right. I would hoe, and I would hope that it would grow. So I love the name. And it's really kind of interesting because you have charter members, like your mom, right?
My mother.
Your mother.
And we have a lot of mother-daughter members.
Right. But here you are, you're a mother, charter member. Here you're in the club, and you have a lot of other mother-daughter members. Now, how many members do you have in your club?
Right now we have 18. 18 active members, and we have 24. Well, you can have 24 members that we do because we meet in our homes. Right,
so you meet in people's homes, so it's kind of like a social as well. Learning about gardening, getting out into the sunshine, digging in the ground, and just having a good time.
Right.
Too. Soaking up those rays as well.
Right.
So it's good for the mind, the body, and the soul.
Right.
That's great. Okay, Doris, if someone wanted to be in the Hoe and Hope Garden Club, how would they become a member?
Well, you have to be invited, or if someone, expresses an interest in being a member, then you would contact one of the members and tell them, and then you have to be voted in by the club members.
And you do have a Facebook page as well, right?
Yes.
Right, there is an annual fee as well. What is it?
It's $20.
$20. And so, and that helps you be able to continue
with our projects.
Yeah, with your projects, all of the different types of plants and everything, they don't come free.
And plus we do have fundraisers.
Right. Well, tell me a little bit about that too. I know you have a lot of community projects beautifying Wendell, making it gorgeous, and just tell us about a few of them.
Well, one of them is here.
Right here.
We sell our bricks, our memory bricks, and you can buy them and in memory of somebody or in honor or whatever you want. You can write anything you want on them. And we sell them year round.
Yeah, pretty cool to be able to bring your family here and say, this is my brick.
Brick, in honor of your family member or whatever, like I said, you want to say. And then we do our Freedom Garden here. And we do have our Blue Star Memorial.
And where is that?
That's at the American Legion building.
American Legion building, and then there's also the breast cancer awareness.
We have our breast cancer pink garden. Bloom that is over here in front of the bank, Wells Fargo Bank, down the median. We tend to the median. And then we have we participate in trying to beautify the schools.
And the schools, tell me about that. I know that you work with your schools as well.
We try to give them money to put planters in front of the schools to beautify them.
Good.
The courtyard, we try to give them for the kids to go out and enjoy the fresh air. We work with the FAA so the kids can learn how to plant, do things, work.
Wonderful. So you're
and gardening things and stuff like that.
Right. And when you have your meetings, where do you meet?
In the home.
In the home, in members' homes. Now, do you talk about, you have your community projects, but you also have your home projects as well, so people can learn how to garden in
We
their
have
home.
programs at our meetings.
You do?
Right.
Do you have speakers?
Yes, we do. Most of our meetings, we do have speakers that come in, and they do things about gardening, you know, on herbs, compost. We have arrangements, just anything like that you want to know about.
Okay, so you have projects going on all year long,
right?
Really, and so you have a seasonal yard of the month.
Yes.
Now tell me about that.
Well, we have a committee that goes around, and they go around. They ride around Wendell, and they see who is maintaining their yard and has a very nice yard. And we do yard of the season.
Right, yard of the season.
And we have a plaque that goes in their yard.
Right, and I bet some lucky.
Yes.
Somebody's working hard
to
win that award, and then they get the picture in the local
paper and an article written up about their yard.
So I'm sure that's a very sought after award as well. So that's really cool. So that's great. If you could give us give our viewers one gardening tip.
Well, since it's azalea season and our azaleas are out now, just one thing is you need to always remember, after they bloom, you can trim them back. Don't trim them before they bloom.
Right, trim them back after they bloom. And then the next year they'll have all this growing
thick,
power and thick and beautiful.
Right.
So that's great.
Right.
Well, Doris, thank you so much for coming out and talking with us so we could learn more about the Hoe and Hope Garden Club. I love the name. It's just perfect. And so we wish you the very best and look forward to hearing many, many more things about Great Club.
Well, thank you so much for having me.
Now we're going to walk across the street to the Women's Club, and we're going to talk to the Perennial Garden Club of Wendell as well. And now with me is Judy Rabin with the Perennial Garden Club. Welcome, Judy. We're so glad you're here with us
I'm glad to be
talk
here.
about your club. Tell us about the Perennial Garden Club.
We were organized in 1990, and the two ladies from the Hoe and Hope sponsored us.
Wonderful.
Betty Dean and Joe Renfro. They came to a lot of our first meetings. They've done installations of officers, and they've sort of been like the big sisters to our club.
Wonderful.
And we ended up with 15 members originally. I've been a long-term treasurer for a long time.
So you were a charter member?
Yes, I was a charter member.
Right.
And we have, let's see, two, they're still in the club.
Okay.
They're charter members.
Right. And how many members do you have now?
Right now we have somewhere around 19.
19, so you've got a good club going on here. And
it comes and goes. We've had more. We've had maybe, I think, usually we stay around 18.
Right. Well, tell me about the flavor of your club. Is it, do you do a lot of work? I see here, we're right here at the Women's Club.
This is our annual project. We have work days here twice a year.
Right.
We applied to WRAL for their azalea giveaway.
Wonderful.
And we had 55 of them.
Right.
And a local landscaping company sent some of their guys up to help plant them.
And that's always nice to have
55
That's a lot of azaleas to be planting.
When I come up that morning, I was like, oh, wow, are we going to be able to do this?
And you did.
And we did.
Right. I understand you have a plant sale.
Yes, we have one every year.
Every year.
That's our fundraiser, and we give a scholarship at East Wake High School to a person that is interested in horticulture. And like I said, we're getting ready to have a work day here Saturday, spruce up the place. And we generally have it in March, but the lights were still up, so we couldn't do it till last weekend it rained.
Right.
And we had to postpone.
Well, hopefully
this weekend's supposed to be dry.
It will be perfect, and you'll be able to have that work day.
And we're thinking, we've got a couple of projects we're thinking of, and one of them is for a children's club, garden club.
That would be good. I know that the Nightdale Club, the two
yes, they sponsor usually.
Right, at Nightdale Elementary.
And so we're kind of checking that out to see if we have enough interest.
Get those young people, get them, start them young.
Well, I started when I was 10, and I had two grandmothers that are big gardeners. And when they asked me, didn't I want to join this garden club, I said, Oh, maybe. And
you've been in it a long time. So, well, now let me see. It's called the Perennial Garden Club. Now, there's annuals, there's perennials, and what do you have against annuals?
I have
Perennial
nothing
Club.
against annuals. Right now I've got all these beautiful yellow pansies blooming with purple homestead verbena, which is a perennial.
Yes.
And it is purple and yellow. It's beautiful. I have nothing against annuals. I plant some because certain annuals attract butterflies.
Right.
And I'm big into butterflies. And in fact, I probably plant maybe 3/4 perennials and the other quarter annuals.
Yes, it's good to have those perennials too because they come back. They
come back.
They're long lasting.
And
if you're lucky.
I go out there every day and I'm looking like, oh wow, there you are, and oh, you came back. You know,
there
that
you
kind
go.
of stuff.
Talk to your plants.
Oh
good
yes,
for
I
you.
talk to them.
Good
yes,
for you.
Yes.
Well, if someone wanted to be a member of your club, how would they? How would they go about doing
We
that?
have a website.
Wonderful. Perennial Garden Club at yahoo.com.
And we also meet the second Monday night at the Covenant Presbyterian.
Covenant Presbyterian.
But anyway, we meet there because it was easier for speakers to find us, because we had a lot of people living in the country.
So you have a lot of speakers, so you do a lot of educating your members as well.
We try.
Very good.
I want some of our favorite ones were butterflies.
Right, of course, everybody loves butterflies.
And we've had some on chimney swifts.
Right.
We've had some on North Carolina roadside wildflowers and how that program works. And that was very interesting. That was my favorite one that year.
Right. If you had one gardening tip that you'd like to share with our viewers, what might that be?
Not to get all upset when we have these late frosts.
Ah.
And don't plant your tomatoes too early. Tomatoes like warm weather.
Okay.
I have several tips. That's one of them. Wait till the
Okay.
ground gets warm. People want to rush out there and plant them, and then they get zapped every
Right.
year.
And one additional tip.
The additional tip is never pull anything up that you think is dead. Cut it off.
It may come back.
A lot of times it comes back.
That's a great tip.
I've learned that the hard way. I used to pull up all this beautiful lantana every
I've done
fall
that too.
and plant pansies.
Sure.
Well, one year I was in the hospital, the year I had my heart attack, and I didn't get it pulled up. Didn't get my pansies planted. And the next year, voila. And some man asked me one time at our garden club table, he said, "You live in that house with that tall lantana?" I said, "Yeah, that's where I live."
That's right. So
And,
it's growing and thriving and happy as it can be.
So the best thing to do is never pull anything up. Just cut it off.
Well, that's a great tip. Well, look,
Because
thank
you can save a lot of money.
Save a lot of money, absolutely. Well, thank you for being here with us.
And we hope there'll be a lot of people come out and support our sale this year. We start at 8 in the morning till noon, rain or shine.
Is that flowers and vegetables?
Mainly flowers.
Mainly flowers.
We buy shrubbery, perennials. We'll have a few annuals. And there'll be a few tomato plants. But we found out everybody sells vegetable plants.
Right.
We try to get stuff, perennials and stuff, that's unusual, but will grow in this area.
That's very important.
Because when you go to Lowe's, you see a lot of beautiful stuff, and then you're like, oh, I want some of that, and I want some of that. It don't all grow here.
That's true. So
'Cause
that's
they ship all over the
another
country.
good tip
Yeah.
too. Make sure it's going to grow.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much. And now what we're going to do is head on over to Zebulon and speak with the Still Magnolias Garden Club. So we'll see you there. Thank you for watching Just Say Yes. I'm Jennifer Bryan.